This title is A Farewell by William Wordsworth. The literal meaning of this is, if you're just reading it, not looking into it at all, there's a guy and he's saying goodbye to a place. It's just as simple as that. Goodbye, you know. You think that they're leaving something behind to watch over this place that's special, but if you look deeper into it, this isn't just a place to him, it's kind of his safe haven of terms. It's where he goes to get away from work. They go there on vacation, and he's not leaving anything with it when they go. When they start talking about the maid that they're going to leave, it's talking about the whole role of Mother Nature in the world and how the earth itself is so beautiful. He is leaving it to be with itself until he comes back, and he says, don't change too much while I'm here, but at the same time, as you change, do so in a way that will see more beauty in you. He thinks of this place as his child. He says, though nature's child indeed, but he's saying it's also mine. Even though it's that, it can be both, which is kind of making him one with nature. So he's really immersing himself in this place, which continues on throughout the poem. He's putting himself in it, and then at the end of the poem he says, into thy bosom we again shall creep. So that's going back to death and kind of playing into the circle and how we all are connected through Mother Nature.
Okay, so what is the significance of the title A Farewell for the poem?
The title's really basic. There's not a whole lot of deep meaning behind it. It's literally just saying goodbye. And a farewell, the word choice in that is pretty important, just because a farewell is something that you would do to someone important to you or an important thing. So that's just about what it means there.
Okay, so throughout the poem, what would you consider to be the most prominent literary device that the author uses?
Definitely the most important one is going to be the natural imagery throughout. The natural imagery and personification kind of go hand in hand throughout this. He's taking this place and just making it a human, something that he loves, something that he is one with, and he's just describing everything with the beautiful parts of nature. The other thing I would have to say would be metaphors. I'm sorry, what's that called? Allusions. He makes allusions to Greek mythology. Our boat is safely anchored by the shore, and there will safely ride when we are gone. He's making a allusion to Greek mythology there, and a few of those go throughout. There's obviously other smaller literary devices such as alliterations and such.
Okay. So how do you think the poet's historical background aids in the understanding of the poem?
It's very important to understand his historical background because Wordsworth was a romanticist and a transcendentalist. So he was really, everything is connected, you know, we go in this circle of life kind of thing. So it's just important to understand that, especially at the end, how he's going back into the earth and he's becoming one with this place. And romanticists just believe that there's so much beauty in nature, and he's doing that by comparing it or making it this woman really, and talking about all the beautiful aspects of the flowers and even the weeds and things that you wouldn't really expect to be beautiful.
I see throughout the poem that there are capitalization features. How do you think, what is the importance of these capitalizations throughout the poem?
He capitalizes things that you wouldn't really expect, like nook, cottage, spot, lake, well. These are all just different terms that he gives to this place. And I think that's important because he's saying it's not only this one place, just like any place is important. Anything that has nature is beautiful, and it needs to be shown that.
Okay, so just to sum it up, what do you think the general idea and purpose is of this poem?
I think that throughout this, Wordsworth is trying to tell people he's trying to explain, because at one point he says people who are looking in, not on a daily basis, see the negative sides of this, but they're not really seeing. I think he's trying to show those people that if you actually immerse yourself in nature, that there's so much beauty that is to be found.
Okay.
Woo!